Good morning students. Today we'll start with the new lesson, that is lesson number 10 from your textbook, that is cell and cell organelles. Okay. So cell is the structural and functional unit of living organism. Cell is the structural and functional unit of living organism. According to the functions, cells of different sizes and structures are found in different organs. So according to the functions, cells of different sizes and structures are found in different organs, and cell is the structural and functional unit of living organism. Okay. Now as you can see here, this is the structure of plant cell. Okay, you have studied this in the previous standard also. So this is the plant cell structure. So we will see the parts or the components which are present in the plant cell. That is, as you can see here, this is chloroplast. Then see, this is green color, dark green color, as you can see here, this is cell wall. Then cell membrane, this is endoplasmic reticulum, then ribosomes, then the nucleus, then nucleolus, vacuole, cytoplasm. So these are the few components of plant cell. Okay, in detail we will study its structure and function. Okay, so this is about plant cell. You have seen the different components of plant cell like chloroplast, cell wall, cell membrane, endoplasmic reticulum, ribosome, nucleus, nucleolus, vacuole and cytoplasm, and here mitochondria and Golgi apparatus and Golgi vesicle. Okay, so these are the different components of plant cell. Now the next we will see, that is animal cell, the structure of animal cell. Now this is animal cell structure. As you can see here, this is cell membrane. Here in animal cell, the cell wall is absent. Okay, we have seen in plant cell the cell wall. Okay, so in animal cell, as you can see here, here is the cell membrane. Why? Because cell wall is absent in animal cell. Then Golgi apparatus, Golgi vesicle, nucleus, nucleolus, as you can see here. Then lysosome, ribosome, microtubules, then pinocytic vesicle, cytoplasm, rough endoplasmic reticulum, centrioles, vacuole, mitochondria and smooth endoplasmic reticulum. So these are the different components of animal cell structure. Each component we will study its structure and function in detail in this lesson. Okay, so this is about plant cell and animal cell. Now we will see the components of, okay, first we will see the structure of the cell. As you can see here, the components are given. We will identify whether it is present in plant cell and animal cell. Okay, so now as you can see here in the table, the components are given, and animal cell and plant cell, we will identify whether it is present or absent. Okay, so first one, cell membrane. This is the first component, cell membrane. It is present in animal cell and it is present in plant cell. Just now we have seen animal cell and plant cell. So cell membrane is present in both animal cell also and plant cell also. Now the second one is cell wall. Okay, cell wall is, yes, it is absent in animal cell and it is present in plant cell. Just now we have seen the structure of plant cell and animal cell. So cell wall is present in plant cell but it is absent in animal cell. Now the next component we have to identify, which is present in animal cell but absent in plant cell. So that component is lysosome. Okay, so lysosome is present in animal cell but it is absent in plant cell. Now the next one is plastids. Plastids we will identify, it is, yes, it is absent in animal cell but it is present in plant cell. So we have seen this in the structure of cell. Plastids, it is absent in animal cell but it is present in plant cell. Now the next one is which component is present in animal cell as well as in plant cell? So the component that is endoplasmic reticulum. So you heard about this, okay? Endoplasmic reticulum, it is present in animal cell as well as it is present in plant cell. So this is the next component, that is endoplasmic reticulum. Now the next one is vacuole. Vacuole is present in animal cell as well as it is present in plant cell, we have seen, okay? So vacuole is present in animal cell and plant cell both. Now the next one is Golgi complex. This is also present in animal cell and in plant cell. So this is present in animal cell and it is present in plant cell also. Now the next component, that is mitochondria. This is also, mitochondria is a powerhouse of cell, yes. So this is also present in animal cell and it is also present in plant cell. So this is the table of structure of the cell. These are the different components and we have to identify whether it is present or absent in plant cell and in animal cell, okay? So cell membrane is present in both plant cell and animal cell. Cell wall is present in plant cell but it is absent in animal cell. Then lysosome is present in animal cell but it is absent in plant cell. Plastids, it is absent in animal cell but it is present in plant cell. Next one, next component, that is endoplasmic reticulum. Endoplasmic reticulum is present in animal cell, it is present in plant cell. Now the next one is vacuole. It is present in animal cell and present in plant cell. The next one, that is Golgi complex. This is also present in plant cell and animal cell. And the last one, that is mitochondria. It is also present in animal cell and in plant cell. Now we will move to the next part, that is components of cell. So this is about components of a cell. Each component we will study its structure and its function. So the first component of a cell, that is cell wall. This is the first component of a cell, that is cell wall. So it is found around cells of algae, fungi and plants. It is found around the cells of algae, fungi and plants. Animal cells lack cell wall. So just now we have seen the structure of plant cell and animal cell. So animal cells lack cell wall. So animal cells do not have cell wall. Plant cells, they have cell wall, but animal cells, they lack cell wall, means they do not have cell wall. Now cell wall is an elastic and strong coat around cell membrane. Cell wall is present around the cell membrane. Yes, we have seen this in plant cell, because in animal cells cell wall is absent. So cell wall is an elastic and strong coat around cell membrane. Now it is mainly composed of carbohydrates like cellulose and pectin. It is mainly composed of carbohydrates like cellulose and pectin. Afterwards, the polymers like lignin, suberin and cutin are added in cell wall as per need. So it is mainly composed of carbohydrates like cellulose and pectin, and afterwards the polymers like lignin, suberin and cutin are added in cell wall as per the need, okay? Now we will see the functions also. Now which are the functions of cell wall? Functions of cell wall are to support and to protect the cell by preventing entry of excess of water in the cell. So what is the function of cell wall? Cell wall support and to protect. It support and protect the cell by preventing entry of excess of water in the cell. So this is the function of cell wall, okay? Cell wall is present in plant cell but it is absent in animal cell, okay? And the function of cell wall is to support and protect the cell by preventing entry of excess of water in the cell. Now the next component of cell, that is plasma membrane or cell membrane. As you can see here, this is the second component, plasma membrane or cell membrane, okay? So either you can write down cell membrane or you can write down plasma membrane. So cell membrane, it is a thin, fragile and elastic covering that separates the cell components from outer environment. It is a thin, fragile and elastic covering that separates the cell components from outer environment. It is present in both plant cell and in animal cell. Structure of plasma membrane. Now the structure of plasma membrane we will see, that is protein molecules are embedded in two layers of phospholipids. Protein molecules are embedded in two layers of phospholipids. So this is the structure of plasma membrane or cell membrane. The protein molecules are embedded in two layers of phospholipids. Plasma membrane is said to be a selectively permeable membrane as it allows some substances to enter the cell. Plasma membrane is said to be a selectively permeable membrane as it allows some substances to enter the cell while prevents other substances. Because of these only it is said to be a selectively permeable membrane. Why? Because it allows some substance to enter in the cell while it prevents the other substance to enter in the cell. Okay, so this is the selectively permeable membrane. Plasma membrane or the cell membrane is said to be a selectively permeable membrane because it allows some substances to enter the cell while prevents the other substances from entering into the cell. Okay, now due to this property useful molecules, which property due to this property, that is permeable membrane, as just now we have seen plasma membrane is said to be selectively permeable membrane. So due to this property, that is selectively permeable membrane, as it allows only some substance to enter into the cell while it prevents the other substances from entering the cell. So which substances, that is due to this property, the useful molecules like salt, water and oxygen enter the cell and CO2, that is exits the cell. So as it is selectively permeable membrane, so it is due to this property the useful molecules like water, salt and oxygen, it enters the cell and the CO2, it exits the cell. Now if any changes occur outside the cell, the cellular environment does not change due to plasma membrane. So if any changes which occurs outside the cell, the cellular environment does not change because of the or due to the cell membrane or the plasma membrane. This condition is called as homeostasis. So this condition is called as homeostasis. What is homeostasis? If any changes occurs outside the cell, the cellular environment does not change due to plasma membrane. So this condition is called as homeostasis. And this is the structure of cell wall. As you can see here in the figure, this is the structure of cell wall. See here, this is primary cell wall, then this is plasma membrane or the cell membrane. Soluble proteins, cellulose microfiber, hemicellulose and pectin. Okay, so this is the structure of cell wall. So till now we have seen the two components of cell, that is cell wall and plasma membrane or cell membrane. Okay, so this is about components of cell. I hope you are clear till here. So today we will stop till here. In the next session we will start with the next concept. Thank you so much.